What is a stream of consciousness? In Buddhist scripture, it refers to life as it changes independently of the self. To psychologists, it is the strung-together content of the thoughts of which one is aware. To most, it is a phrase that is used constantly, without considering the idea of what it is attempting to define, an aspect of our daily, subjective, conscious experiences. But what is a stream of consciousness actually reflecting? At the risk of sounding overly poetic, if we gaze into our own streams, do we catch a glimpse of the deeper self? Are they implicit, generated internally, or simply mental responses to external stimuli? Does the stream flow outwards or inwards? And how can the characteristics of such a phenomena be measured? William James, one of the earliest teachers of psychology in the United States, and often credited as the creator of this concept, had this to say about measuring streams of consciousness. The attempt at introspective analysis in these cases is in fact like seizing a spinning top to catch its motion, or trying to turn up the gas quickly enough to see how the darkness looks. This is exactly what my project is attempting to do. With the goal of measuring and evaluating as best we can our streams of consciousness, I and my brother will be conducting an introspective as well as comparative experiment. We will begin with 1 minute of light meditation to try to clear our minds, and then we will together spend the next 5 minutes attempting to keep track of our own streams of consciousness. What you will see is a dramatization characterizing our introspective experiences. My stream was characterized largely by this song that I've had stuck in my head for days. It's called An Ode to the Brain by Symphony of Science. External stimuli did trickle in, the clock ticking, the dog scratching at the door, but the internalized stimulus of this song just would not turn off. My brother's stream, unlike a lot of the relevant self-report studies that I've looked at, wasn't characterized as much by verbal thoughts as it was just by imagery and his shifting emotions. So what conclusions can we make after this experiment? For one, William James was correct when he talked about how difficult it is to measure a stream of consciousness. But I believe that my brother and I made our own discoveries about consciousness and how our thoughts can reflect both our environments and ourselves. For me, streams competed for my attention, external stimuli versus an internal stream of music. For my brother, the comparative content of our streams revealed to him the subtler differences in our personalities. So, what do the streams reflect? Perhaps Buddhist scripture says it best when describing the streams as ever-changing. They reflect much about the self, but only the self in that one moment.